Peter Pan, that's what they call me.
Alright everyone, what's happening? Jesse Ladner here. I woke up in a bad mood because, as you can see, the routers were acting up again. The connection speeds were really slow. Like, the Ethernet light on the Hitron was flashing non-stop, as well as the Ethernet light on that. But I unplugged while I was at it. I unplugged all three of them, and this is what I did here. I cleaned the splitter up with some rubbing alcohol and Q-tips. I also cleaned the cable contacts of that and that and that. The cable, yeah, to where the cable hooks up. I got this Galaxy electric fan running by to cool it down. It is hot in this office, but it is cool in the rest of the house. Like, I left this fan on while I was asleep because I forgot to turn it off. Normally I would have it on medium because it shakes and makes bumping noises, but I put it to high. Yeah, so I'm gonna let these routers cool down. As you can see, I don't know if it's because I honestly don't know if it's because if it's overheating or because it's just typical spark light, or formerly cable 1, that is. It's probably just typical spark light, but you can't always be, it's just, you can't be true, you can't be honest these days, on what's going on. Or you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. And the microwave's beeping, so I gotta go eat. I just woke up. So once again, I cleaned the contacts out of that splitter. I mean, it's not clean, but it's clean enough. Maybe he'll work. This battery comes from out of the Aris router, of course, because it's for landline. This used to be our internet router as well, but now it's for LAN or voice over IP use only. Landline or voice over IP, depending on how you want to call it. So it's for landline or voice over IP use only for this one. That's our internet router. I turned the wireless off of that because that one's been instantly dropping. Like, the router just restarts from out of nowhere. So we're using the wireless on this, but the connection speeds are way too slow, and I mean way too. It wouldn't even connect to my phone. I mean, it would connect sometimes, but there would be no. The speed was just terrible. So I'm gonna let this cool down for a little while. Turn that light off. I'll just leave. Oops, I bumped the electric fan there. I'll leave that running. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me turn the light on. There we go. And yep, camera's out of focus. Let's wait for it to come back in focus. There we go. Yeah, it was at 72 because apparently my mom doesn't like it on 70. So I'm letting that shoots down. Because I'm trying to cool down the office is all I'm trying to do. I think it's because it's the evening time, and as you can see, the sunlight is out on that side. So the sun rises from over here, and then it sets this facing this way. So it rises facing this way, let me get you a better shot. So yeah, the sun rises from this way, and it sets this way. So don't wonder why it's probably hot in the office right now. But I'm gonna go eat, and I will come back here in a little bit. Alright everybody, fast forward a few minutes later, and I'm done eating. I got the cable line all hooked back up and ready for it to power back on. The splitter is down there, as you can see, or somewhere. Where is it? There it is, on the side there. So I did tighten it with pliers so that way it won't come loose again. Hopefully that will maybe solve the problem. Alright, so here's how it's going to do. Here's how we're going to do. We're going to start the Aris router up first, then the Hitron, and then we'll do the Netgear last. So let's get into it. Now I'm going to have two hands for this, so Alright, you know what? Let's... Well, let's see. Well, if I could find the plug... Oh, there it is. Tangle that down here. Somehow it keeps falling down. We'll plug this up first, and I got to put the battery back in it. So the plug, don't. Oh my goodness! Hold on. All right, let's try this again. The reason why I paused there is because I dropped the plug. Let's try this again. All right, it's in, and we got power. Get over there to plug the thing up. Let's actually set y'all down for a minute so I can put the battery back in here. So I'll go ahead and do that while I'm at it. Bam, just like that. And we'll put the lid back on it. Well, if it'll go. Wait, I don't think that battery went in all the way. Did that battery go? Oh, no it didn't. Okay, good. Okay. It wasn't in all the way. That's why the lid didn't close. The battery went in. Alright, sorry about that. Now it's DS, or downstream light, is lit. So there's downstream and the US is upstream. But again, this is basically for landline or home or voice over IP use only. Let's hope and pray it'll come back up. Unless the TV might be down. Oh, there it goes. Never mind. I stand corrected. Now this is a Aris TG862. We used to have a Aris TG852, but that was an older model. But I think we got rid of it because the time and date on the phone, on our house phones, weren't correct. So. And this is, tell one is flashing because we only have one line, we don't have a second line. And that's going to continue flashing, but it will stop flashing here in just a little bit. Wait, now you just got to wait for this to go solid green, and we'll plug up the Hitron. Should be just a moment. And it does this weird thing to where whenever you hang up, it like moments later it flashes a few times and makes clicking noises. I don't know if it's because we got too many lines, or is it because the secure light was lit for whatever reason, or if it's because it's just resetting everything. Let's see if it does it. Not only it used to blink fast, but now let's see if it'll blink slow. I know with the fan right beside it, I know y'all can't hear it. Alright. Well, maybe it doesn't do that. Normally, maybe it fixed itself. Who knows? But it used to do this weird thing after you hang up. It does this thing. But let's go ahead and let's plug the Hitron router up and let that go ahead and reboot up. I tried to unplug it and plug it back in, but the online light kept flashing non-stop, so that's why I just went ahead and unplugged it. Hopefully. But while we wait for that to reboot, let's check and see if we got, let's see, this doesn't have a speakerphone, but let's see. Oh yeah. It works, but it flashes slow like that. It's been like that for a while, but I want to see if it does that thing to where it flashes again after you hang up. Let's see. It's probably just resetting is all it is. It hasn't done that since we got another cordless phone, which is in the kitchen. Or it might be because, Okay, so it's not doing it now. I think it might have been because it might have been a connection issue down there, but who knows? It's probably just a connect. We used to have a really long green phone line, but it went bad because when we still had the TG852, most of those lights were flickering like crazy, and apparently the phone line, not the red one, the green one we had, was bad the whole time. So that's why that red one. That red one came from an old DSL router that my mom used to have before she switched to Sparklight, or formerly Cable One. See, that's what it was doing earlier. Just that online light was was constantly flashing. Let's see if it still does it or not. It was not flashing non-stop. Bang. Okay, we're good. So again, the 2.4 and the 5G, because this is a 5G router as well, lights are not lit because I have the wireless turned off on it. And now we're gonna go ahead and fire up the Netgear router here. Oh, we gotta. I mean, I unplugged it even though it's got a power on and off switch. Let's see here if I can find the. I was able to find it last time I was dealing with it. Hold on. Bam. Okay, I think that's in. And I think I'm gonna have to probably move this router a bit closer, because whenever I turn the light on in the living room, some of the lights, either one or two of the lights out of the three, would turn off and go right back on. So I'm thinking it's having a delay of connectivity for the smart bulbs. So I don't know if I need to move it right here or what. Alright, let's see what happens. We got power. Let me tell you, Netgear are some really good products. Y'all should check them. Y'all should check out their products. Now, of course, my mom had bought this router from Best Buy. This was actually the router that used to be at the daycare, but one of the kids were messing with it and had shut the wireless off, and my mom thought the router was broken when it wasn't. That's why she put a sign around the router saying, "Please do not let the kids touch the routers." Well, they're gonna work on trying to get a shelf or something to put the routers at the daycare on. I mean, it's sitting on like a little desk or whatever, but it's in the office. But yeah, they're gonna have to do something because the kids are gonna keep messing this up and whatnot. Okay, the wireless light's on, so that's a good sign. That second to last button light was off. That's why it was acting. That's why they thought the router was broken. So I cleaned the contacts on the cable and stuff. Hopefully that shouldn't mess it up anymore, because I've been having this problem for the past couple days now, to where the connection speeds just slow down. Now the 2.4 and 5G is lit, as well as the 1, because the 1 is going to my computer. But I don't understand. That one light always stays orange and not blue. I don't know. Like, it's getting 100 megabytes per second, or MEMPs, out of it. But if it were white, not blue, but white, it would be getting 1,000. And I don't know. It's always been orange since I had it hooked up to my computer. And we are back up and running. Let me connect the internet now to my phone. I'm turning the Wi-Fi on. Let's see if that solves everything. Wi-Fi is on, and we have connected, and it is connected. I can't even speak right now. So yeah, that one light is going to my computer. It's actually, it's actually running to some filter to the APC backup 650 units. So it goes in, and there's two Ethernets. So it goes in and goes out to my computer, kind of like a filter, if you will. Kind of like a filter. So I don't know if that could be why it's orange, or maybe it's been like that. They used to have they had something hooked up to this at the daycare. It was a Ethernet cable running to the receipt machine that they had, and that light would always stay orange. So yeah. So they got the same new router up at the daycare. Well, I could have gone up there to fix this one that used to be at the daycare, but I was asleep at the time. So yeah. So I'm gonna let this fan sit here for a little while. Maybe that will hopefully. And there's no activity now. That's weird. Oh, there it goes. Okay. The internet light was not flashing there for a moment there, but the one was. But everything's hooked back up now. Hopefully the struggle won't continue anymore with the routers. That's what this video title is going to be called. The struggle continues. The struggle with our routers continues. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to get like an office fan, desk fan or something to keep around these routers, because I don't know if it's overheating, or I don't know if it's because the contacts needed to be cleaned on the splitter and stuff, on the cable line, on the cable connectors. Who knows? But yeah, the struggle is real, or the struggle has been continuing. And I think someone's at the door. Let me see. Alright, yeah, that was my mom walking in here, because she's getting off of work. And I still gotta go haul garbage out and stuff, because our garbage runs on Tuesdays. And alright, well, the internet routers are back up. Now, I know it wasn't necessarily to unplug this router, but I had to anyway, because I had to clean the splitter, so I might as well. I'm like, I might as well just go. Might as well just go ahead and unplug it. And pretty much it, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit like, drop a comment down below, and keep y'all splitters cleaned. That way I won't have connection issues. Clean the splitter, clean the cable connector, not the cable itself, but the connector that goes into it, clean with rubbing alcohol and Q-tip. That's usually what I do, or just the dry. And then after I clean it with a dry, I use the other end, the dry Q-tip, to clean it as well. So I start cleaning it with the rubbing alcohol on the Q-tip, and then flip it around and dry clean it, so that way it won't ruin anything. But that's pretty much it. As long as you keep your splitters and stuff all clean, you shouldn't be having any more problems with your router, unless if it's just your provider's typical provider. Then, yeah. Well, I'm going to jump off here for real now. Make sure y'all hit like, subscribe, comment down below, and make sure y'all have the bell on so that way you'll know every video is posted. And we'll see y'all in the next one.